Please can everyone give a big warm welcome to James.
Good afternoon.
Thank you very much for joining us today. James, can you just give a little brief backstory, where you're from and what the deal is that you've brought today, please?
I live in South Wimbledon, and you might gather from the accent, I'm from abroad. I've spent 21 years trying to lose my Australian accent. I haven't succeeded as yet.
Fellow Aussie.
Another one.
Why would you want to do that?
And I've got I would like to think, a straightforward deal. Of course, I would say that. It's a single dwelling in southwest London in the borough of Wandsworth. We have secured some first charge funding on that, development funding, and I'm looking for a little bit over 200,000 with a return on equity just shy of 50%.
Fantastic. Well, that's very exciting. I'm going to leave you to it. Best of luck.
Thank you so much for coming today. Do you want to just expand on what you've said so far? Really, that's great, and then we can ask questions.
Yeah, sure. I thought, John, just before I start, I might just give a little bit of background. I've been in property since 2003, where I bought my first property at auction. I would suggest not to buy your first property at auction. It turned out okay in the end. I've done a number of things. I've got a current at present, I've got a number of deals, a refurb on one of my properties. Tomorrow, touch wood, we're exchanging on a property in Clapham, which we're turning into a 6-bedroom HMO. And I've got another property in North London, which I'm doing some planning on. I also run a business, which is a HMO business, 47 tenants across 8 HMOs. They are not properties I own, but which we have long leases on with landlords. Dirty name's rent to rent. I don't like that name. It's about controlling property, long leases, 3 to 5 year leases. So I know a little bit about HMOs. This deal is not a HMO. This deal represents an opportunity where we want to add value, where we can add value in 3 key ways. It's a probate deal. It is a short lease. The lease remaining is only 55 years. For those that are not familiar with short leases, it's very difficult for you to acquire it with standard finance. A bank will not lend on that. So adding value by using our knowledge to get a lease extension on the property first and foremost. Secondly, planning gain. There is strong precedent in the street, 5 other properties that have done L-shaped dormer conversions upstairs. And the third way in which we intend to add value is through a layout change to the existing first floor and a full refurbishment.
Okay, thank you very much. I would just point out, we don't see these deals until they're brought to us genuinely, and that is genuine. So we literally have 15 minutes maximum to make our minds up, to work out what to do with them, and to make a bid or not. So that is a genuine, that's absolutely genuine, ladies and gentlemen. So, who would like to start? Nicholas is looking a bit lively. Do you like to start again?
Yeah, I'll go for it.
Okay.
I know I'm up against you on this one because you are the lease extension expert among us. So I'll acknowledge that. There you go. Don't enjoy it too much, John. It's the only compliment for the day.
Thank you.
HMOs, yeah, I know a little bit about those. Now, are you hoping to buy it subject to planning? Is that the idea? Because you've said that in here. And that's pretty tricky at the moment in the market, isn't it?
I agreed, and I'm glad we sort of started there. Let's talk about how we intend to mitigate risk. So we don't intend to exchange on this property until such time as we have positive feedback on a pre-application with Wandsworth Council. So one of the advantages of the probate is that we need to negotiate with the freeholder. The vendor or the vendor's family has agreed to that to allow us the time to negotiate with the freeholder. We've got some indicative costs which have been included. I have no intention of going to exchange until such time as we get positive feedback on the pre-app. That still represents some risk by virtue of not having full planning.
Okay.
Our expectation would be a delayed between 8 to 12 weeks as a minimum between exchange and completion, such that we're not sitting on finance. So there is some risk there, but I would not be going to exchange until such time as we get positive feedback from Wandsworth Council on the pre-app.
Okay, but it's in the hands of the lawyers now, so it's under offer.
It's
because if it's on the open market, you're spending a lot of money at risk, aren't you?
It's been taken off the market. We are the highest bidder. It's taken a lot of time back and forth. The family, unfortunately, not going to receive any of the proceeds of the probate. All the money's going to charity, and they've been arguing about which 3 charities are to get all the money. So that's what it was. Yeah, it was removed a couple of weeks ago. It's come back. I think the family has decided which 3 charities. But we've most certainly got that opportunity to extend the times in the transaction. and not exchange on the transaction, not commit ourselves financially on the transaction until we get some positive feedback on planning.
That's the clock there, by the way, ticking down.
I would be interested going with another angel. And the only angel I'd be interested in going in is with Helen, if she's interested.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's a bit mean.
On the same terms she's offered, so we would share the 50%.
Nicholas, Helen going to stick or twist?
Yeah, no, we're happy with where we are, but like we say, like I'm extraordinarily local to the area.
Aside from when you're in Malta.
Sure, what's that got to do
I'm back every month. I'm here every month. I know all the good pubs. We can have work meetings in the pub.
I mean, probably of the people here, I met Helen on Friday night and had a good drink, so I'm sort of edging this way, but Paul's one of my country folk over there, so I'm kind of on the fence here. It's too like for like offers.
Be quite blunt. You've got 10 seconds because movie time is money. So make your mind up.
You need a coin.
I'm probably going to go with this side with Helen.
Woo! Good choice.
Well done.
Good choice.